Say,
Yeah.
I call this meeting of the Toledo City Council regular session to order. Do I have to say the time? Or the dates? July 2nd, 2025. All right, and for our first thing we do. For allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yay. Yay! I will now take a roll call. Hoffman. Frank Sylvia.
Yes, ma'am.
Tracy Metz. Here. Jackie Burns.
Yes, ma'am.
And I swear to God, like I blank on your name when I'm looking at Amber. I don't know why I do that. And Amber. I am here. The mayor is excused. And we have enough people for a quorum. Right. Is there anybody online or in the audience that would like to make a comment on anything not on the agenda? It's quiet tonight. Thank you. All right, and moving on. Do we need to talk about the written comment in our packet?
Already sent us.
Okay. And then I am looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Perfect. I have a motion by Tracy and a second by Frank, and I will take a roll call vote. Jackie Burns.
Yes.
It's so funny that I look at you and I cannot remember your name. Andrew.
Oh,
Yes.
look at him.
You guys have horrible anxiety. You know,
There.
right, I mean, yes. Tracy,
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not. Good morning. It moves with everybody saying yes.
Is it a full moon?
It's
I'm
just-
on graveyard night, so it don't matter.
All right, so we are moving on to the community service reports and or presentations to the council of the presentation, police recognition of a citizen, Owen Archer.
The council is my very honor that we present this award tonight. We don't do this very often at all. And so when this happens, the camera. Yeah, let me stand over here.
It's back over.
It's right there.
Okay, so
Right
trying to figure out where to stand.
That way, there.
So-
It's the camera.
All right, so like I said, we don't do this very often. So when we do this, it's because of something huge that this individual has done or that a member of our community has done. And so Dalen, or Detective Dalen Shinholster is the one that brought it to my attention. And I'm gonna give her the honors of presenting this wonderful award to Mr. Archer.
Okay, I'm Detective Shinholster and I'm presenting a Meritorious Conduct Award to Owen Archer. On the night of May 16th, he courageously took a video of a male damaging property in our city, in our community. And endangering, which also, that male also endangered a community member when he was driving. And without Owen's actions, we likely would not have been able to seek prosecution. So thank you. Challenge point, it says Toledo Police Department, and on the back it says do the right thing when no one is watching. We're super proud of you for that. And then one of our city points.
Yeah.
And then, so this is this is from us at the PD, along with swag for your siblings. And then this is from Amanda, one of the business owners. She couldn't be here tonight because she's sick, but she wanted me to give that to you. And then here is this. And swag for siblings and you. And then we also wanted to give you a patch.
Can you get a picture first? Gotta take a picture real quick. I'll hold this for you. Face over here.
Great, I got the balloon too.
All right, how's it? Absolutely. You want to phone? You want to stand like right here like that?
We can try to stand up. Frank, you wanna? Okay.
I love it fast you guys are to take a video, like it takes so long to register. Oh, I should be taking a video and then it's over. That's amazing.
Yeah, look at those shoes.
Oh my gosh, they are amazing.
That's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're.
No, you're right.
I'll let the balloon block you.
Good job, guys.
One more time.
And one more, hold on.
Hold on. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank
No,
you.
I love happy
Yeah.
things.
Yes, we did happy thing.
Alright, we are moving on to. I don't know if I should be working off my computer or off my. That's an front. I just got the big brand thing.
And this is something to practice.
And just what number did you go to?
Page 11.
11, perfect, thank you.
It's not the exact name.
Yeah, use it. I'm just used to doing it this way, and that's fine. Bye. Bye. Yeah, take your time to go.
Thank you.
Happy Fourth of July. Right,
So it is going to be the,
Summer.
outdoor event application for Toledo Summerfest. I'm gonna take the front one back, because that's telling me that we feel like it's in there. Have it? No, it's okay. I like it so much better when,
Council President.
Yeah.
I just been leading before I turn this over to Amber to give you any questions. This is, Amber has prepared these, as you saw from the news, unfortunately, circumstances in her, with her employment have changed. So she's gonna be, having to leave us soon, but she is doing yeoman work of cleaning up the desk, getting through some vents that have not yet come before you. So just make it as easy as possible to transition from that place
yes,
to where we need to go next. So she will talk to you about any of these that you would like to get more details about. By and large, they should be all ready for passage.
okay. We're sorry. It's been fun.
It's been great to serve, but
Yeah.
office calls me home because the boss is leaving.
Yeah, I understand that.
not have any concerns.
No, I just wanted to make it stated for to thank what's her name? The president, Shannon, for making this application clear and defined and the fact that she's automatically put in rear guard and drive.
Yes.
So I have zero issues with this one.
Does anybody else have any questions?
No question.
Are there any questions online?
You taking over?
Sorry,
You can, but those aren't the rules.
just shut up now.
It's bossy.
No, I love it. She's better at running a meeting than me.
No, it's okay. Today, my name is Kim.
Okay, I move to approve the application as presented.
I'll second that.
All right, it is moved by Frank, seconded by Tracy. I will take a roll call vote. Jackie Burns,
Yes.
Andrew,
Yes.
Jackie Hoffman,
Yes.
and Tracy,
Yes.
and Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
And I move yes, and it, motion moves with the mayor being gone.
Page 18.
You're awesome. Awesome. All right, so we are looking at the outdoor event application for the Toledo Summer Festival Grand Parade. Is anyone?
If anybody doesn't have any questions, I would move to approve the application as presented.
Second.
Perfect. Moved by Tracy, seconded by Frank. I will take a roll call vote. Jeff Burns,
Yes.
Andrew,
Yes.
Jackie Hoffman,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes, ma'am.
Tracy,
Yes.
and I move yes. This is passed.
Page 21.
How are you so speedy?
Because I have a bar on the side that tells me all the pages.
And now we are looking at the application to consume alcohol in public places, Toledo Summer Festival.
Once again, if nobody has any questions, I would move to approve the application as presented.
Second.
Sounds perfect. And right along. Moved by Tracy, seconded by Frank. Becky Burns. Yes. Andrew.
Yes.
Jackie Kaufman.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
And Tracy. Did I do that out of
Yes.
order? I didn't.
Yeah.
And yes for me, and it passes.
Page 25.
I think this group effort, man. The outdoor event application Toledo waterfront markets.
I do have a question on this.
Okay.
Why is this application made back in February, but we're just now getting it in July and it's already a month into it?
I have a sneaking, can I speak? From personal experience. I have a sneaking suspicion that Lisa has just always preemptively done that for the market and for National Night Out, because Ron's been asked to do one too and he's never done it.
This wasn't Lisa. This was Kathy Crane from the,
No. She
No,
put the application,
yeah.
and she's saying that maybe Lisa just automatically
In the past
approved it through
year,
without having this.
and now we're doing everything by the book.
Oh, that could be.
So I think that's what's happening. Is that?
Yes, Lisa has expressed that she would, those things that she knew council had established
Yeah.
long-running protocols for, and she knew what they were, she would just approve them without
That's what I
running them
figured.
by. I don't know who all the folks are, so I just don't want to, you guys missed out.
No, and you're good. And that's what I told Ron too. He's like, I don't know why they're asking me this year. I'm like, this is what so we need to do one for National.
so then I have a question, Amber, what took them so long to get it to us if it's dated 2/12/25?
I just received a folder full of stuff from Lisa leaving them and saying, hey, I left this whole pile of stuff for you.
Okay.
So it's because I'm still learning what she left.
It might have been one she never intended to bring to us because she's like, we got this.
Yeah,
So it's okay.
I think that's what happened.
So then I would move to approve the application as presented.
Second.
Yay. It's moved by Tracy, seconded by Frank. We can just keep doing this. Jackie Burns. Yes. Andrew.
Yes.
Jackie Hoffman. Yes. Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
And Tracy.
Yes.
And I vote yes, and it is passed. Let's do the next one.
Page 31.
All right, the outdoor event application barrel to keg relay race.
So I do have one question on this one.
Yeah.
Chief, you've already looked over this and all the plans are good and
Yes, sir. So we went ahead and both Sergeant Pitcher, myself and Ron, who is the representative for the lawn for TSF, which is the Toledo State or Summer Festival, all working with the organizers for B2K. And they're expecting to be in Toledo around 1:30. We're expecting to be way done, especially since our parade starts at 10.
Right.
So there should not be any conflict. We have, Sergeant Pitcher has raised some concerns that we have as far as their vehicles coming in and in congested areas, and they're trying to work around that. So I don't think it's going to be an issue for either event during that time period.
You've decided to move them along the waterfront, right, to get to North Bay Road, so they don't even have to go over by, the cars will have to, but the people.
That's correct. So they'll be running along the waterfront and down the path past Public Works. So
then the car will go out to Highway 20 if the parade is still going to go all the way out around to come back.
that's correct. That they're using Plan B out of the plans that are
And
presented.
it's a relay, I guess, so it's
Yeah,
all day, so
all
the
day.
cars don't all move in a pack, they're trickling through.
Yeah, it said that the slowest runners or walkers or whatever will
Could be
start
like
first.
6 o'clock, they said could be the latest, yeah.
Does anybody else have questions?
I moved to approve the application as presented.
You guys just keep it up. It's moved by Frank, seconded by Tracy. I like the teamwork. I think it's a good thing. It's not bad.
Yes, very, very good.
And
And page 51.
roll call vote.
Oh, that's right. We can vote.
Jackie Burns.
Yes, please.
Ruth.
You guys are rummier than I
I'm sorry. Kaufman.
Serious, this is good.
Yes. Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
Why was?
Tracy, me.
Yes.
Yes, it moves.
Page
It's all
42.
moving.
42.
Yep.
I thought we were on 56.
Rigs and reggae.
Roots and reggae, wasn't that the one we just did?
Nope,
Dude, you're right, there's another one.
Hey.
we did
This is
the
the
relay.
outdoor event application for Rigs and Reggae, which I believe is the van life event.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did a
and
great job last year.
It does say something there about alcohol, which I was planning to raise flag, but it does state at the end that there is no alcohol being served. Each individual person.
They have
is bringing
their
their
own.
Yeah.
Oh, it should be there.
Anybody else?
Mm-mm.
Move to approve the.
Application as presented.
That's me.
Damn.
Second.
All right.
Here for the chaos.
You are, it was moved by Andrew, seconded by Frank. Dr. Burns.
Yes.
Dr. Kaufman.
Yes.
Tracy. Who am I supposed to do first? You, right?
Or this guy over here.
Yes.
This guy. Andrew,
Yes.
me, yes, it moves.
Oh dear, I don't want to videotape this.
I hope Rod is watching. He probably is.
Page 51.
No, he's not watching
He's
yet.
gonna get better. He's gonna be like, I can't ever let her do that again.
He is, he's rolling.
At
right
least
now.
we're having fun. Okay, application to consume alcohol in public places, rigs and reggae.
I move to approve the application that's presented, not consented.
Second.
We're back to the Tracy and Frank show. Okay. Jackie Burns. That's Andrew.
Yes.
Jackie Kaufman.
Yes.
What am I doing next, Frank?
Yes, ma'am.
That whole order.
That's Andrew over there.
Stop it. Tracy, my God. I vote yes. It moves.
You didn't ask me what I voted.
Oh, didn't you say yes?
Oh, sure.
I was thinking.
I must have said yes.
Okay. All right, this is so exciting. I'm so glad the school district is doing this here.
So
I like Palooza.
Yeah, outdoor event application, LCSD, Garlic Palooza.
Yeah.
I don't have a question,
That's the
but I have statements.
festival. Yes.
So I was forwarded the flyer. Yeah. Free admission, vendors, good food, kids' activities, face painting, poem contest, art projects, cook-off, scarecrow building contest, live music, garlic braiding, fall photo booth, cider pressing. It's gonna be a huge and fun
Yeah. it is.
activity. I'll be getting some
So
flyers that I can bring down to City Hall in the next couple of
that's
days.
a perfect time of year for us. to
Yeah. All the garlic that is gonna be brought will have been harvested at Lincoln County Schools. They're harvesting them right now.
I do not know if any of you know about the garden programs at Lincoln County Schools, but they have really ramped it up the last years and it's amazing. I got to do art in the garden at Yaquina View, last. Can't even remember, it was a few months ago. And, the garden people were there and letting us eat while we were taking pictures out in the garden for our art project, and it was just amazing, and the kids get so excited about it, and then they get to eat some of it in class, and they're so involved, and it's really, really cool seeing the kids get to see where their food comes from and how you grow it and how much they care about the garden, and it's really, really neat, and I know the schools are planning on expanding when they have room, they want to do orchards, and one of the garden people that helps with the schools just got cider presses, so when they harvest apples, they're pressing cider.
Mhm.
Super, just really cool. I'm so excited they're doing it here in Toledo. So anyway,
They
sorry.
figured Memorial Field would be the best place for it because
So,
they're gonna have vendors there so people can have huge parking areas and stuff. So I think it's
yeah.
gonna be good. So on that note, I move to approve
Nope.
this.
Well, hold on, I have a comment. The second Saturday in October is the dog parade. Is that Halloween dog parade?
This starts at 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Oh, and it's yours.
We,
This is-
I figured this year we would register 11:30. Have the parade at noon.
I wonder if there's a way we can like.
Well, you know what? But that we
cross-advertise.
do over at the port,
Right.
so it might attract both.
It might
That's what
benefit
I'm
more.
wondering if we could cross advertise to get more people.
Yeah. Cause
That
we'll
would
probably
be
get
good.
more of those people to the dog parade and vice versa. So I think they'll complement each other because they're not taking up the same
Okay,
space.
no, they're not. I just want to make sure and go on the record.
No, that's a good,
Mhm.
good thing to
Yeah.
talk about, yeah.
That's sacred. That's-
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
that's Sacred.
It
Okay.
can't be annual if we don't keep doing it, yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I
So
move to approve the application as presented.
Second.
Right, so Frank, moved, Jackie seconded, Jackie Burns,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Andrew,
Yes.
Tracy. Yes. Jackie Kaufman. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and I vote yes, and it passes. Excited?
Page 66, is that the right one, guys? Art Waster Beer Fest? You're gonna tell me there's another one. No?
I think it's 66. All right, this is the application to consume alcohol in public places for the Art Oysters and Brewfest. Does anyone have any questions?
I move to approve the
Did you have a-
application as presented.
Frank, look like,
No, I was trying to find it and I just noticed that it's just written wrong on the left side on my bar.
I'll second that.
okay, so you first, you second.
Yep.
All right, Jackie Burns. Yes. Becky Kaufman.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes, ma'am.
Tracy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And I vote yes. And it passes. That's good. Perfect, so that's my,
Who seconded that motion?
Tracy did.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Thank you for keeping track because.
Good luck to me.
Yeah.
Ignore last paycheck.
Seriously. I'm almost there. Oh, fine.
No,
How many-
no, no,
No, no.
not the last. We got 3 more after that.
Okay. All right, we are seeking approval to have C.M. Klein sign contract with Road and Driveway Company to repave portion of Business Highway 20 from Northwest Dutton Road, Dundon, not Dutton, to short of Highway 229 intersection.
So this was prepared by Director Livermore. And what you have in front of you is the request for the contract to be signed. That will be reviewed and approved by the city attorney for the low qualified bidder. I can share with you any more information, respond to any questions you might have.
Does anyone have any questions?
Why such a huge difference between those two?
Prices?
Yeah.
Maybe their logos more.
Huh?
Their logo and color might cost more.
There's an addition to a portion of Dundon on that one. If you're looking at the Knife River
Uh-huh.
one, there's a discrepancy of $14,000. That's a separate portion. They didn't separate that in the estimate. And it says on the paper, if you look at it, it'll say chunk of Dundon or something along those lines. But either way, it came out to about $188,000 total for that
Yeah.
and 180 for road and driveway.
Okay.
Okay.
And had we budgeted for this or is this a surprise?
This is part of the Business Highway 20 improvement,
Okay,
which we have money set
it's like
aside
we're
for.
going on record, but it's not a surprise.
Well, I move to authorize city manager, I got it right here. Okay, with quick. I move to authorize interim city manager Klein to support the road and driveway Newport to repave portion of Business Highway 20 from Northwest Dundon to short of Highway 229 intersection.
Second.
All right, it was moved by Tracy, seconded by Frank. Becky Burns,
Yes.
Andrew,
Yes.
Jackie Kaufman. Yes. And Frank,
Yes, ma'am.
Tracy.
Yes.
And myself vote yes, and it passes from the road. All right. Moving on to authorizing city manager pro tem to assign engagement letter for Hanford and Associates to perform audit for fiscal 2025 and 2026.
Yeah, I have a question. Why would you need to sign the approval for the fiscal year 2026 audit?
It's the contract, it's the engagement
The
letter.
engagement. So do we do these 2 years at a time?
We
Yes.
can do it 2 years at a time, yes. I was just trying to be efficient.
Okay. So that's why,
given
all
us-
right.
Can you tell them what you told me about the 8 to 10 year, that, I think that was really.
Do you
helpful.
mind if I jump in a little bit on this one?
Go ahead.
Right, leave gaps.
This was helpful for me to
So
understand.
a couple things to consider when you're dealing, when the city, any city engages auditors. And in our circumstance, we're asking for 2 years worth of engagements because you have so much change going on in the city and you want to have consistency where you can, particularly in your auditing services. So normally in the cycle of when cities hire, when cities engage auditors, everybody's required to do so. When they engage audit services, they typically will do that they will try to stay with the same auditor. Different cities have different ideas. My experience is probably around 8 to 10 years is a cycle to retain the same auditor. The notion is the first 2 to 3 years, honestly, it's more on the job learning for them than it is for the city. The work product you get probably is not the best work product you will ever get from your auditors. Thereafter, there's about five, however much longer you retain them as your auditors. They will know your system. They will be able to, effectively advise city financial team, advise you, et cetera, as to best practices and how to achieve, how to continue to do your good works. After a period of time, you're starting to want to look at have fresh eyes, take a look at your work and how you do your business. And so again, in my experience, 8 to 10 years is a typical cycle for doing that. I don't know how long Hanford has been with us, but again, I would recommend the 2 years with them just because you're gonna have a different finance director. You're gonna have a different, city manager.
Consistency.
You're gonna have a different city, on and on through your director of leadership. So it's just good, I think, in this instance particularly, that take 2 years for the audits.
How long have
Sure.
we had them for?
Judy, do you know?
I'm just curious.
I think it's 4 years, no more than 5.
Okay, so now we're starting to get good work out of them.
Right.
Okay,
So you're in a good place in terms
Yes,
of the
yes.
cycle of.
that makes sense.
Well, y'all know the field I work in, I mean, we pay them not to show up.
It's a little different.
We'd like to limit their time here as well. We'd like not to have them have to.
An audit means something totally different, dealing with tax returns.
Yes.
So,
Yep. Well, if no one else has any questions, I am looking for a motion.
I make a motion to authorize city manager pro tem to sign engagement letter for Hanford and Associates to provide audit services for fiscal year 2024-2025 and fiscal year 2025-2026.
Second.
Okay, it was moved by Frank, seconded, that's hard to say tonight, by Andrew. Jackie Burns,
yes, please.
Jackie Kaufman,
Yes.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Who's first and who's second?
Andrew needs to go next.
Okay, Andrew. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
And I
Andrew
vote
over here.
yes.
Yeah, that answer, then that answer.
Stop it, you're making it harder. It moves.
Children, let's get along now.
I know, we're trying to go.
One sentence.
Right. We are now discussing, we're moving on to discussion.
Page 96.
No, 95.
95, but if we're moving on to. What are we moving on to?
Discuss and recommend
Discussion
community members for
City
community
manager position.
So I've got a thought on this.
Just to restate what you see in your report in front of you, the selection process is starting to get to, its final stages. Not included in here, I believe it wasn't included in my report. We did it by the deadline, which was on the 29th, received 29 complete applications, so that's a good number.
I was happy.
And I think we both, I think there are probably a few gems there. Maybe a bunch, maybe 29 gems. But I'm not privy to who applied. They will keep that, tightly wrapped. You'll be meeting with them on next Wednesday, executive session, to help them narrow the field to determine finalists. Those finalists, when you make that selection, that will be public record, public information. So at this point in time, everything is discreet and confidential, but everybody understands that after the executive session, that becomes public record. And then they will start the interviews. They will be contacted, set up interview times, so let them know what the interview times are for the final week of July, which everybody already understands from the circular that they've already seen. There will be several panels involved. I think you recall this. There'll be a staff panel with department heads. There will be a panel of other city managers that will help assist you, other leaders from around in the region that will help you get to a solution. And then there's a panel that we're asking for your help in putting together, and that is stakeholders within the community. And you'd like to get about 6 to 8 names, probably 8 names, so then, so there's room for attrition if they don't show up. So that's what this is tonight about. Hopefully you can give us some names. Otherwise, if you want to think about it for a bit and we can come together at your next council meeting, however you want to do that.
Did you just say next week was executive?
I'm sorry, the 16th. Next
I was gonna say,
next week is week.
I was wondering about that.
I'm looking at my calendar, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe the
my bad,
planning is
next week.
canceled. I was like, is that why they canceled? So we could.
No, they just don't generally.
We would like to have I'm sorry, we would like to have names before you get together in your executives, just because we want to make sure their calendars are.
So question and idea, first question is when, can you remind us, just because I don't have it in front of me, when is the anticipated date that we are looking to have the citizen panel engage with the candidates?
Wednesday, I think that's the 27th, I believe. I don't have my calendar up, but it's the Wednesday, the final Wednesday of the
29th is the weekend.
July.
July.
Really?
So we've had one citizen that I know that they would be.
Anyway, it's Wednesday, the last weekend, the last week of July on Wednesday, whatever day. 30th, thank you.
I have a bit of a different proposal. One of the things that I think is really important that we're doing this, that we've kind of heard from the community that we all, I think, agreed, and not to speak for everybody on council, that we definitely want this to feel like a community involved, community trust building process. So I think what I'd really like to propose is that rather than selecting people that's kind of aligned with our bias as council, David, my proposal is that I would like City Manager Klein to prepare, say, 1, 2, 3 question sort of application that we put out into the community. We can do some recruitment and so forth, but I really like to have people volunteer that we select from, as opposed to us pulling names of the people who we are closest to.
Yeah,
I think that's more equitable.
I definitely agree with that,
I
because
think-
we're supposed to have opinions that are other than our own.
Yes.
Well, I know when Lisa did the thing for our charter, she did the name, we didn't come up with the names for town council because we're trying to do, like you said, have non-biased.
Probably putting it on Facebook is the fastest way.
Yeah.
And I trust City Manager Klein to put together a couple of questions that would kind of give us an introduction into, say, what the priorities that the applicants, the people who want to volunteer for this, what their priorities are, what kind, like, something that helps us to kind of understand why they want to be on this committee.
Why they would want to be on the panel.
Yes.
Okay, because everybody has already been, I mean, we have solicited information as to what they want from a city manager.
Well,
So at this
nobody
point,
showed up for that.
At this point, I
but-
don't know why would they want to actually show up and be helpful, how they could be helpful.
It's my understanding that nobody showed up for that community solicitation, so all due respect, that didn't happen.
Okay.
But I think if this is an opportunity, this is another opportunity that I'm also trying to really recognize that maybe we didn't do a good job getting the word out to get people to come to that session before. Whatever it is, this is now another opportunity that we can put out into the community to say, you know, even if you don't have a close relationship with us on any of us on council, if you feel like you have something that you want to really make sure that you are asking these candidates, we want to at least kind of be able to look at that wide range of perspectives that people are going to bring. And I think that if we're going to do that successfully, it needs to not come from us. We can solicit, right? We can, I think we can recruit people and say, hey, put in this application. But at the end of the day, I don't think the names should be coming from us unless we come short.
Well, I'd like to kind of tag on to your idea. I like the idea of that. But what if we went like a little step further and made like a flyer that we could post at maybe like Timbers, Get Her Done, several major stores around town. And saying, you know, here's what's happening, you know, will you be part of this? Would you like to potentially be on our citizen community team to help us pick our next city manager? And hopefully we could get some people that way to sign up, you know, if you're interested, contact, you know, interim city manager Klein by such and such a day and, you know, I mean, and something like that maybe.
A QR code to a survey.
Anything.
Yeah, like have somebody handing them out at Summerfest.
Well, and that's why I'm thinking, you know, everybody looks at the board at Jay's Market. I mean, yeah, for the free kittens and trucks and see if they've got a new lawnmower. I mean, you know, but important things like that. And, you know, everybody goes, most people go to the feed store, most people go to food fair. I mean, if they're there and it's like, oh, yeah, and you see it a couple times, we have people that might get involved then. So I don't know how we feel about doing a flyer to attract attention for this and seeing if we can post them in businesses. I don't know how.
Do we have the
And
time?
I think we can individually, those of us who are on, say, Facebook, get onto the community groups and say, hey, we've got this going on.
I don't get up in there to post anything anymore.
To be clear, the goal still remains that we're looking to get interested individuals.
Yes.
And in this case, it matters not to this council whether they share your values, share your vision for the future. We just want people that who care about the community, and want to help you get.
Varied voices, so everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, I should say that my idea was more to say, we get a pool of applicants and then we try to, as a council, kind of cull it down to the 8 people as
Well, I
opposed.
can help as a council. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, David could draw their name out of a hat.
With that too.
I don't think we should.
No, I don't think we should be, I agree, because I don't want any control over who's in the citizen committee. I don't want any accusation of bias.
Yep.
I don't want any temptation for bias, none of that. I mean, you could put my worst enemies on the citizen committee and I would be happy. Just because everybody needs a voice. Everybody has to be able to have a voice.
Yes.
So
And
the question I have is, you said several panels. So is there a term for this? A length of time or,
It will be there all day long with the candidates.
but
They
just
will-
for the city manager, but you said there'll be other panels. So what other panels besides?
Yeah, so there's 3 panels besides the city council. So those panels will be visiting with the applicants, with the finalists.
Okay.
So depending on how many finalists, there's how much time they will spend. That will all take place on Wednesday, the 30th. And we will have different locations where people will go, where the applicants will go, the panels will stay put. So we will keep the panels, say, for instance, there'll be a panel here, there'll probably be a panel there. We're still trying to hit that third location,
Library.
maybe. So they will spend the day or half a day, however long it is, with the candidates, and that'll be their always expected. Then they will report out. We're not asking them to rank the candidates, and all these, your recruiter is not asking them to rank the candidates. That's your job. What they will do is tell you what they found, the strength of the candidate, what they, and weaknesses, whatever things of areas of concern, whatever.
Okay. All right, got it.
Does that make
Thank you.
sense?
Yeah, thank you.
It just gives us a lot more input from different perspectives so we can make a better decision.
So the other part, let's not forget, there's also a community meet and great.
Yes.
That's another event that gets held, and that's a little less formal. It's formal, but it's less formal, at least for the candidates, because there's no prepared questions. They just meet folks. They have, for the candidate, it may be, I've done this before. This may be the most stressful part of the whole thing for a candidate, because you never know where the questions are coming from, what people are concerned about, but you do know it's going to be a little different. Amber's chuckling back here. He's been through it. It's a sort of a stressful thing, trying to put on your best show but you have no idea what to expect. Anyway, that'll be the Tuesday. I believe that's the Tuesday night is the very first thing. And so there'll be several opportunities for the community to engage one way or another. And I'll go ahead and do this. And if you'd like me to do this arbitrarily, I will literally put it in a hat and pull out names if we have more than enough names of people that are interested.
I will say, I don't know that I necessarily like the idea of drawing names out of a hat. I think I would like I'd like to have a sort of application process by which you can say, hey, this is going to be different values, different types of questions that these people are going to have.
Doesn't matter.
So you're looking for me to sort of try to extract different perspectives, different viewpoints from, I mean, I don't know how many people you expect to apply, but
Yeah, I don't know.
In my opinion, it's less biased to just draw the names out of a hat if there's too many.
Yeah.
First come, first serve,
Well, that's,
or
if we have less than 8 apply, then we just take them all.
we take them all.
well,
But if we've got 23, you take the first 8.
you may want to designate also either the mayor or the council president in the absence of getting a full response to pick, go ahead and hand pick some more people, just so we have a completed panel. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
I would say,
Yeah, by a certain date, if you don't
We only
have
get
enough
5
people.
I would say designate the mayor first, then council president
He
second.
knows people.
He knows
I don't know
people.
as many.
My point there is, as Councilor Keating pointed out, when we did have a public event, nobody showed up. So I'm not sure you're gonna get an overwhelming response to this either. So I just want to be prepared to say, well, if that doesn't work out, how do we go ahead and fill this panel? Or do we, at some point in time, you must just say this panel's not gonna work because the community's not
Is it,
engaged.
yeah, I mean, at some point you have to say if the community is refusing to engage, the community refuses to engage.
Right.
Right.
But we
We
need to give
tried.
them an opportunity.
And for what it's worth, this is also, I'm also trying to think, when I was suggesting the idea that we don't draw names out of a hat or take the first, say, 8 applicants. One of the concerns that I have is this is still a hiring process. We still have to be very respectful of the candidates that we're bringing in. I don't want to assume that anybody's going to come in with bad intentions.
That was my only concern.
But I do have some concern, like, I do want to make sure that we are protecting the candidates, protecting the process. And if there is somebody who raises red flags when they put in their application, that we aren't kind of defaulting to having them involved in the process.
You don't want this person?
I don't know. I don't know what the red flag would necessarily be, but I think, I would trust David to be able to say, for instance, if we have legal matters that are currently in front of, that the city is facing or anything along those lines, and somebody is, say, involved in that and maybe trying to use this as an opportunity. I don't know,
Yeah.
right? So I would trust David to help us to weed out any potential situations that could interfere with our process or be disrespectful to the candidates or anything like that. I would just ask that whatever process you use to collect and determine which candidates would be included in this process, that some discretion be included and not just kind of randomize it.
I'll do what I can. I really don't know people.
I was gonna say, you don't have the history.
What is it? We've decided or come to a consensus that we want, we're just kind of giving David some parameters here. Is that what we're doing?
I don't know that you need emotions around
Just
that.
need a consensus?
I think it would be productive.
I think we have.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Then let's see. Next one, 96, authorize city manager pro tem to hire non-specified interim city recorder as required by city charter, sector. Section 4.2.
So, and when I wrote this, I understood that Amber will be, her change circumstances. And so I needed to come to you, asking you to let me allow me to fill that seat with an interim candidate. I think we've been very fortunate since that time. We actually have somebody who stepped forward and is available. And behind me is Krista Miller. And Krista, just give ahead. Yeah. So what I'm looking is Krista is willing and able to serve us in that capacity. She certainly has the qualifications to my satisfaction. And this is interim. So we will continue our search for a regular candidate. Krista may put in, may not, she'll be able to give you a trial run like we're giving her a trial run. So that was sort of another bad sense of humor thing from David. But at any rate, what I'm asking is, the authority to go ahead and designate somebody, a contract with somebody to do that work on behalf as an interim.
And so is this in a contract relationship then?
This will be a contract relation similar that you have with many of your department heads at this point.
So the way I'm reading how you wrote this out here, that you don't necessarily need approval from us to do that.
It's an individual. I think you made the distinction to me at one point in time that even if it's a contract, it's for a person, not for a company.
Mm-hmm.
So she'd be contracting as a temporary employee with the city. So I'm just taking it.
What's her name again, so I can get it right in the motion?
Her name is Krista.
No, we don't.
We don't need the name?
Well, no, we can do a motion. We can move to approve the city manager pro tem's decision of hiring a contract employee for the position of interim city worker.
Second.
Perfect.
Moved by Tracy, seconded by Frank. Jackie Burns,
Yes.
Andrew.
Yes.
Jackie Buckland.
Yes.
Tracy.
Yep.
Frank, did I do it backwards again? I'm always
Yes, ma'am.
trying to do it backwards. All right, and it's
You got
a
it.
yes from me and it passes.
Well, I want to say thank you, Amber, who in her short period of time has really made an impact.
Yeah.
And we were really been blessed to have her presence, and so she'll be missed, but,
Appreciative.
you know, door opens, Chris is available to us. So
Start passing, like now. All right, so we are moving on to reports and comments, I believe. Do you want to start with the police or we just look at what we have and does anyone have any questions?
Yeah,
That's it, right?
yeah, we can see that if we have any questions, if anybody has any questions on the reports. They were pretty well.
Anything big for us to focus on, David?
Well, I think the big one is the coming recruitment. I think that's the big one. We do have, I'll also share a couple of new things just that aren't in the report that I don't believe is that we do have a time frame and time schedule that we've put together with Jensen Strategies to do our finance director recruitment. So we're looking roughly in October for a final selection there. That'll be your new city manager that will have that opportunity. Judy has graciously agreed to continue to serve as pending that appointment, so that'll keep your consistency there. We had an opportunity to meet today with an architect to talk about the safety building. To start, I think we will probably issue an RFP, a request for proposals, try to get a couple of different competitive companies to come in and take a look at that. Largely that project, if you remember, is about a community engagement to see what the public wants to see there, not necessarily to do any much in the way of design. I mean, you have a building. So the question is, you know, really what makes sense from the public's perspective in the way of services in that location? And we think we have some ideas, but truly the public, we need to hear the public first and then start doing some drawings, you know, some probably 10% design drawings showing what could be.
And we are still waiting on the final studies or whatever on City Hall, right?
We are still pending, August, we should hear some ultimate results. We're feeling fairly good about what we know to date.
It sounds good, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it sounds good so far. So, you know, we may not get kicked out of here. Nonetheless, it still may be a better option to be up there, but that'll be part of what you would learn in your engagement process. So it may not be a forced move, but it may be an
It
opportunity.
might be a good.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
We did walk it today. It is a lot of build, and so there's a lot of.
It is.
I mean, it would be nice for people to be able to stretch out and better service, plus the parking is better up there. There's a lot of benefits to that site up there. I mean, I could definitely see combining the police department and the city hall there, because there's so many benefits to that.
Certainly the space for it.
So I don't know if this question would be for Brian or you. I was approached again about the standing or loading, unloading in front of Green Dragon. It was supposed to, I don't know what's supposed to be done yet, but they asked about it again.
We're still at -3 and we're trying to keep our heads above water afloat. Once my guys are able to veer off from what they're doing from the day-to-day, the projects they're currently working on, the striping and stuff along Main Street, and the parking spots will be taking place. And there's agreed upon that the temporary parking there, the short-term parking, that's the space will be painted for that.
Okay, they were just asking when it was gonna be done, because they were antsy about it, because they're still hauling the
I
signs.
don't know if you saw my update. We're at -3. Public Works -3. I've got my guys spread super thin, and I've actually been out doing a lot of the physical labor lately. Not say a lot of it, some of the physical labor lately, just to take a little bit of load off them and to try to spruce things up. That's where we're at.
I just told them I'd come and ask.
Did I see a channel dug up on the sidewalk
What's that?
on Main Street? There was a channel dug up. Am I crazy? Did I see that somewhere? Like along the buildings, the sidewalk is.
No, they were, and that was up just down from JC Market up on the hill there, kind of over by the old Brycor building. They were doing something over in there.
I thought I saw something on Main Street, but who knows?
I don't remember seeing it. Oh, yeah,
They're
no,
repairing the irrigation line
Oh, okay.
on Business 20.
Okay.
because it was only a day. No, it took them like a day.
Can I switch departments? I'm curious about this light installation thing at the library. What is that?
Peter Erskine is an installation artist. He's doing 100 libraries project in Oregon.
Uh-huh.
And he approached us kind of out of the blue. I got a call from him one morning. He led me through it. He's done some really major stuff. If you check out his website, he's done a lot of stuff around the world that's really amazing. And he called, explained what he was doing, and I kind of, I was Googling his work while I was on the phone. I was like, well, when did you want to meet? He said, well, I'm around Blodgett. I can be there in like a half an hour. This was a few months back. So I met with him and his project manager, and we've been hashing it out. Public Works has helped us out, prepping the space a lot. And it's really fascinating. He takes plexi and he suspends it in the windows or skylights, or in our case, windows. And he has this prismatic overlay that's his own thing. So it's just this thin sheet of plexi. He's got two of them upstairs and there's one downstairs in the meeting room. And when the light hits it, it sends rainbows into the space in a really interesting way. It's not just a flat
Oh, I'm gonna have to come see it.
splayed out rainbow. It's like a
Prismatic.
rippling
So is this
effect.
temporary?
Yeah, yeah.
There forever.
Mike's got some pictures pulled up here. I don't know if you can see them over there. It's gonna be there. We're keeping it there, but he does it in such a way that it's not permanent, doesn't attach to the building other than anchoring it up above the windows. So he's very thorough. He left instructions on care and maintenance and all of that, and they can be easily taken down for, repainting or renovation and all of that, but
How lucky are we? That's so.
yeah, to have that. And
Oh,
so come in, we close at 5, come in around 4:30 when we're closing up.
Sunny day.
And it's the west, those are westward facing, so it comes down through the fiction stacks. And on the certain times of the year, it should be coming all the way, potentially
Oh, I
to
love
the
it.
surf desk.
So cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
So question, Harrison.
Yeah.
It said you have 194 signups already for the summer program. Is that higher than last year?
Yeah, we're certainly for just the month of June, and we've crested 200 at this point. So
Do you remember what your total was last year?
not off the top of my head, I know I feel like it was 2 something last year, and we're
That
already
was
over
breaking
2.
records, right, last year.
Yeah. I would need to refer back and look at what our final number was, but just for June,
It's amazing.
yeah, we've hit 200. Trying to.
Awesome, guys. Love it.
I meant it this year.
Thanks. Does anyone have any questions? No? Yes, and we're moving on to Councilor Collins, right?
Well, there's a tracker.
Can I give you just a couple more things to close it out on the
Yeah, no.
samples?
Whatever we need to do, yeah.
So the library has successfully hired their program specialist, Sophia Bot starts tomorrow. And I think you're aware that the county is willing to talk to us about taking over the old town pump station. They are also willing to do the state is willing to help us with doing any environmental assessment needed in advance. So we were working with DEQ from the state and maybe going back to you with something.
Help us, meaning they're gonna fund whatever is needed on it?
That's part of what DEQ does. They have brownfield money, they have study money. They will help us if there's an interest in that property and taking that property and repurposing it to something that would serve the city. They will help us get it, they will try to help us get to that space.
So will they help us figure out if it's more advantageous to tear the whole thing down or to build something new?
They will give us, they will through the research, you will be able to make those determinations.
So I actually realized I have a question, this regards finance, I believe it is. am I interrupting you, David?
Please.
No, no.
No, I was done with what I had.
Okay. So there is one thing, while I will not comment on Facebook, I do pay attention to it because, many of our citizens do go there with their issues instead of coming to us. And one of the biggest conversations right now is the water bill and the sewer bill since things have changed up. Every year we go through this a little bit. But this year, you know, we've changed our computer programming up a bit and we've had a lot of new changes. And so my curiosity is there any way that we could, and I know this is already asking a lot of our staff, pull a sample section maybe of some water accounts and, you know, the water and the sewer, and just double check the calculations, just to make sure that our computer program is doing it correctly. Because some of the ones I'm seeing seem way out there. Now, there could be numerous reasons. And you know, I don't want to comment on that anymore because there is a process. But would it be possible for us to do a test of our system just to make sure it's calculating and computing everything properly?
One of the things, let me just add to that really quick, because I'm in agreement here. One of the things that really stood out to me was how many people were sharing that their water bill didn't go that much up, but their sewer bill went up. We increased the water rates by 7% and we increased the sewage rates by 3%. You shouldn't be seeing your sewage rates going up by.
Here's how it
I
could.
would think.
So the sewer is based on 4 months, I believe, during 4
Yeah.
winter months. And if you, for some reason, they have higher usage during those 4 winter months, it will cause your sewer bill to go way up.
Got it.
My sewer bill just went down because this last fall, we found a water leak. It had been going on for a while, apparently. And then we noticed that our bill went down substantially.
David, can I speak on this?
I'm sorry,
Can I speak on this real quick?
why don't we let Judy jump into that?
Okay.
We can get the calculator out, Tracy, and run some calculations, just pick some random accounts. Or the other thing, if someone has a specific concern, we'd love to review their specific account.
Now, what is the process for them to go about that? Like, if somebody comes to any one of us and says, it's not, you're stealing from us, da, 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 da. I know we direct it to City Hall, but who do we direct them to?
They will start with Cindy.
Yeah.
Cindy.
They start with Cindy, and then if it need be, then David or I get involved.
So they just come in and they say, listen, this doesn't feel right, something seems wrong, it just, you know, the way it's.
Explain it to me.
Either can you explain it, can you review it, and then explain it to me or something? Is
So
that what we ask them to do?
The other department that obviously gets involved is Public Works, and Ryan can talk to you about that.
I was
Okay,
gonna say, if somebody thinks there's a discrepancy if their water usage is high, we can send somebody out to test their meter and run a water check. It's something we do, it's free, but they gotta reach out instead of, you know, waiting, see the hikes in the water bill, and it affects everybody, right? So if you see a hike in your water bill and you're concerned about it and you want to question it, whether you have a leak or not, or something's askew, they can call City Hall and request a work request. We'll send somebody out that's trained to, you know, verify whether the meter's working properly or not, or do a few things to have a check to see if they have actually a water leak.
Now, can they also make that request through the website?
That I'm not sure.
Yes, they can send an email through the website.
okay.
Well, I mean, like, if we, instead of coming to Public Works about something, there's that link where you click on and you can send in the work order. Can they do it that way as well?
That I'm not sure. I'm not super familiar with the site.
We need to originate that work order. We don't want it to go to Public Works first. We want to check the other possibilities, and then we get it to Public Works.
Yep. We always want to go through City Hall and fill out a form and default. Well, and I'm gonna take this opportunity to just plug, this is why in the future, if we can find the money or get a grant for the wireless digital meters, those flag leaks right away. Like, people save thousands of dollars, like it'll cost us money to put them in, but once they're in, it will catch people, like if you're using above a regular amount of water, it flags you and emails you right away, we think you have a leak, and it's amazing, but it's a huge upfront cost to the city, and that's why we haven't done it yet.
Another thing too is when we see high usage, when they do meter reading, it'll get flagged and some people physically go check too and do a check on it, whether the increase is sufficient, whether it's valid or not. And
Now,
they'll also reach out to people before they even respond to it and let them know, hey, you might have a water leak. You might want to check your stuff.
I've had Public Works come to my house one year because we refilled a pool a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
So what about the households that have a significant change that would decrease their water usage and therefore their sewer usage outside of that, typical 4-month evaluation cycle? Is there anything that a citizen can do to have their billing reevaluated so that they are not essentially overpaying for 8 months?
They can ask us to review it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that
We
can be
usually
done
like to see a
generally at any
couple of
time.
months history before we make any change, but we'll evaluate it.
Yeah, a typical circumstance might be where they have a house full of visitors for the winter and then they're gone. And so we've been asked that a couple of times over the past month. And what we do is,
Because I know I had sent somebody either to
usage that reflects that.
I know I sent somebody either to you or to Cindy a couple weeks ago who had reached out to me and I just
There's a
didn't know.
number of ways we could be helpful.
Right.
Trying to be very helpful.
Thank you.
Okay.
On the issue tracker now? Only comment on the issue tracker, just because I think, we had scheduled to do it at our work session. At our last work session was the review of council rules. As I'm looking at the issue tracker and seeing that we have, the budget committee process review, the charter review, one of the things that I think is particularly challenging about our council rules and why I brought up the idea of, a few weeks back, doing the council rules, doing this review, was because we were reviewing it out of sync with the charter. And so the charter had been updated, but our rules were kind of not by several years. So I might suggest that rather than trying to do this month, maybe this would be something that we try to do in September in line with when we're doing the charter and budget committee. And budget committee isn't so urgent that it has to happen at that same time too, but
What I'm hearing you is to align the two. They interrupted me.
she was making a joke.
If I'm understanding you, is to align the conversation about the rules of the charter at the same time.
Yes,
Makes sense to me.
thank you. That's all.
All right. Are we done with all of that? Are we moving on to council comments? Kaufman, do you have any council comments? Frank? Frankie? Nothing?
None, we're just keeping Rod in our prayers and having thoughts right now.
Yeah.
I was especially upset by what happened in Idaho. With the firefighters that were lured out.
God, yeah, that was terrifying.
Murdered.
Murdered. Having a husband and a son that are getting ready to go out firefighting. Scary. But, no, nothing's. Okay.
Just that if there's anything that you can take away from tonight's agenda, it's that it looks like it's gonna be a pretty fun summer.
I'm so excited that so many people are coming to Toledo and excited about doing their events here. I think it's a great thing.
I do have something.
Well, you go for it.
Can we get your email at the end of council so we can send off? We were supposed to email Amber and let
I remember
her get us
I did. I knew I was so.
signed up for the 100-year LOC conference in October in Portland.
We'll get you the new email, but in the meantime, whatever goes to Amber, we'll get forwarded on.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm still gonna serve for at least one more meeting to help the transition.
Okay.
Great.
That was just.
We'll get you covered.
My only question is, we decided we're not doing a float for the parade, right? Because that's like a week and a half away,
Yeah,
and we don't have a theme or anything.
Maybe next year.
maybe next year,
Let's talk
next year, yeah.
Since I
Wanted to be
I
clear.
won't even be in town. My kid has a baseball tournament in
Yeah.
Lincoln City.
Just going to Graveyard, miss.
Yeah, no, I understand. Is there something else? I know, trust me, I know.
That kid was awesome.
That was cool.
Mhm.
That
We need
was,
more kids like that.
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Just people in general, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great. All right, if no one has anything else,
Or don't we have another meeting after this?
I believe this is right. This one's adjourned.
That would.